There it is. The gap, 5 points. Is that enough for Alinghi Red Bull Racing to hold off Emirates Team New Zealand? Well, it is do or die, sudden death right now in the last race of Group A.
50 seconds to the start. They'll be coming in wheels up. A couple of boats off their foils. Kiwis, I think, are off their foils just right on the edge, but they are facing the wrong way, so they have to get foiling and then tack the boat to actually restart. So the Swiss can stay on their foils. It will be possibly in good shape off this start. Pressure manoeuvre here, surely, for Emirates Team New Zealand.
Swiss team well placed for a good start, as are the Americans.
You're clear, you're clear. Just make sure you get through the line this time.
This is the umpires, New Zealand, USA, France, restart penalty.
So we have a start in race 6, the final race in Group A in the PUIG Women's America's Cup. Now or never for Emirates Team New Zealand.
Need to get across this line.
The team from American Magic were over by less than a metre.
No, you're good, you're good.
New Zealand clear, USA, France, still restart penalty.
So pressure manoeuvre for Alinghi Red Bull Racing. They'll be coming up to that left-hand boundary now, needing to build their speed.
Well, if you're an Alinghi Red Bull Racing fan and supporter of this, you'd be happy with the way they have started, sitting in the #1 position at the start of 4 legs, because that's how you get yourself into the semi-finals. You do it right, you minimise mistakes.
Have a little more negative.
Is Emirates Team New Zealand coming across, all the way across to the right, and this tack for them will be crucial. Looks like they've pulled that off pretty nicely, and they hold the flight, but going across their bow is Switzerland in the lead, closely followed by Athena Pathway, that's Britain.
Alinghi Red Bull Racing, they are in a strong position at this point in time to launch themselves into the semi-finals if they stay in this position. And let's not put the mocker on them, because we said similar things in the last race and everybody came off the foils and the race was abandoned. So Athena Pathway, Great Britain, they're solid into the semis. They just need to keep perfecting their racecraft in their AC40. And there goes Emirates Team New Zealand. They need to be further up. Just remember, their buffer behind Alinghi Red Bull Racing is still 5 points.
British always there or thereabouts, so consistent. 1, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2. I mean, just really strung it together. Whatever the conditions, they are up the front, not necessarily pushing for a win, but their level of execution has got better and better. What a threat for the finals.
So just remind you, this is the last race in Group A. We would normally have 8 full races, but because of the schedule, the race management have decided to make this the last one so we can keep the regatta rolling. Still remember, semi-finals to come. So Athena Pathway, Great Britain, now sitting in the top spot at this moment. This will be the halfway mark. And they will just inch their way around that gate and then head up for leg number 3 of 4. Gently they do it, and away they go, and off they go, trying to lock in win number 2 for the regatta. The Swiss should get that final drive in. I mean, Emirates Team New Zealand have gone way across to...
I'm not sure where the Swiss are going there. They're actually coming up into attack, so big manoeuvre there, and they've lost the rudder, the Swiss. They're off the foils. Emirates Team New Zealand punching through their gas, probably going straight. They won't want to do another manoeuvre. And the Swiss team open the door for Emirates Team New Zealand. They need to get refoiling, otherwise there could be a lead change for this final 3 positions.
So how big is the gap in the door?
British are really struggling on that boundary. Height is good.
There'll be a little glimmer of hope now within the crew of Emirates Team New Zealand as Alingi Red Bull Racing, who at one stage were leading this race, are well off the fours and the rest of the fleet's closing. Who wrote this script?
You see Luna Rossa, Prada Pirelli ripping around the mark, as do American Magic as well, working hard to keep their boats foiling. And a duck there from Luna Rossa, Prada Pirelli with the Americans there. Emirates Team New Zealand needing to stay foiling as well. Just watch the rudder here of Alingi Red Bull Racing as they go through the tack, just really, really high, and just
lose distance penalty relative to USA.
Big loss of flow on that rudder. So you just see the back of the boat spinning out to windward there, and that would actually end up blowing up the flow on the elevator as well. So boat handling error there by the Swiss team, just too aggressive in that turn.
Penalty clear.
So Athena Pathway's coming up through the top mark for the final time. Good lead. They've been rock solid steady. Just behind them, we've got the New Zealanders. So Athena leading at the top mark for the last time. New Zealand coming to the right-hand gate. So there will be a split at the top mark between first and second.
And turning.
9, 2, 1.
Can you imagine the nerves on this boat right now? And I'm just wondering if they've got a check on where Alingi Red Bull Racing is.
Well, they'll know exactly where the Swiss team is, Shirley, and they'll be keeping an eye on them because
Pressure on a 5.
Alingi need to gain 1 place to make it through to the top 3. So if any of those boats in front of them, either American Magic or Luna Rossa, Prada Pirelli, come off their foils and they can make a passing manoeuvre, that top 3 will be inside. So big pressure on all the teams at the moment.
Alexandra Stadler.
So they'll be watching what's happening in front of them, hoping that they see one of those AC40s in front of them low riding.
American Magic get around, aren't they the improvers? Last time out, it was a 3rd position for them. They could finish the regatta
Yeah, it's all good here. Copy.
in 3rd. Now the question also, as we look at the race at the front, is there an opportunity? Is there an opportunity for Emirates Team New Zealand to get past?
Saw a bit of a touchdown in that jibe by Athena Pathway, and Emirates Team New Zealand sailing right up behind them. So very, very important jibes coming up. This will be the last manoeuvres both teams will need to do to come into the finish.
Sorry, 10.
Matching their drive, board down.
Board down.
And turning.
Okay, yours.
Heavy.
Nice jibe on both boats.
Heavy trimmer? Yeah. Are we laying?
We're not laying, so we'll be driving in.
So we're almost at the finish of the final qualification race, race 6 in Group A, and it will be a win to Athena Pathway, Great Britain. Win number 2 for them. They're off to the semi-finals. And maybe, just maybe, with a 2nd place finish, Emirates Team New Zealand are off to the semis. But we have to wait and see where Alingi Red Bull Racing finishes. Right now, Alingi Red Bull Racing sitting in 5th position. They don't have a green line above their flag, which means right now, for this moment, Emirates Team New Zealand are into the semi-finals. So confirmation of the standings, completing Group A. Athena Pathway topped the group in style, followed by Luna Rossa, Prada Pirelli and Emirates Team New Zealand. And we farewell Alingi Red Bull Racing, the New York Yacht Club's American Magic and Orient Express L'Oreal Racing.